This place is giving me the creeps. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. I gotta do one of these with confidence one of these days. It's been a while. I think I'm washed up. Anyway, in our last edition, we made it to Cosmo Canyon, did some Four Condor stuff, learned some stuff about the planet, the life stream, and now we're in this cave filled with evil ghee and red water and stuff. So, let's get to work. There's something we need to see, apparently, and learn. And that we will. While also brutally murdering everything inside. What's up, cool snakes? Let me hit you with some of my good water. I love how that move looks. It's stimulating to watch all the big glowy blue bubbles. Alright. Nice. Starting off strong. Let's see what is in that treasure chest. Can I go up to it? It looks like I cannot. Okay, cool. As you may have realized, the cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. The ghee were larger than us, you see, and far more brutal. If they managed to assault us from the rear, we would have stood no chance. But let us continue on. Hmm. 5 holes, huh? My favorite! Choose locations, and then nothing works on it. Classic. There's another one of those ghee, I imagine. Don't even... Oh, yeah, I gotta forget Cloud's strong as hell. I have buffed him up a decent bit, and Berserk's only making it better. Alright, how about hole number 4? Here we go. Is this a forced battle because it's like the weird web? Definitely, that's a horrible spider. Kill it with fire and or beta. Oh man, you're strong as hell. You're still going. $1,500. This is a pretty strong dude. All right, now you're dead. All right, next up, let's heal. Running a little bit low. Give you an. I'll use 1 ether. There we go. I'll use the other enemy skills. Over on Barrett's side. X potion. Battles sure do make me sad about having to go backward. What can you do? At least the gains here are pretty decent. There's nothing worse when you're playing a turn-based RPG than when you're dealing with random battles and you go through it and you fight it and it takes a little bit of time, enough to where you're actually invested in like pressing the buttons. And then you look at the experience and it's barely any movement that feels like you did anything. Nothing worse than that. It's tough because you don't want to make it so that, you know, you're getting too strong too fast, but you do want to feel like what you did mattered on some level. I remember playing the first Octopath Traveler game, and it felt like, you know, the battles there I had to commit a decent bit, but also, like, the gains I got were so rough. and not good. Now, these guys are clearly the most dangerous thing in the area, but also they're one and dones. Yeah, we're running low on stuff here. How about over here? Any way to get that? Doesn't look like it. That or I don't know exactly. I'm also fine missing the occasional item. Alright, time for a third spider. Boo, 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 boo. There you are. What's up, fucker? Hit him with the frog. There we go. Thankfully, these guys are susceptible to our frog song. And then just gonna hit them with a beta. That's all she wrote. The Watcher rushed through this cave all alone. He pounced from one foe to the next, felling all who dared oppose him. Gramps, that Watcher. Just a little further now. Bro, I did one step. They're going to hell. Anytime that happens, I'm like, how dare you? No, I'm running. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. One step? Too much. Too aggressive. Too ridiculous. This room is evil as hell. I'm thinking we're gonna have to make use of some of our stuff here. That'll have to do. What wickedness is this? Gramps, is this another? Even in death, the souls of the Gi, like stagnant air. I sense danger. And it's boss time. Oh boy. It's time to fight Gi Natak. Quite the guy. Okay, fire heals them, so we're definitely gonna stick with our aqua setup. Hey guys, it's been about 500 years since the fight started. Can we get a turn? Thank you. Get a little bored. Okay, they're unaffected by that. Alright, that's a little rough. Guess hit him with mantra magic. I mean, I guess I can try beta. But they're fire-based, so I don't have much faith in it. Unfortunately, the Fury Ring is kind of biting me in the ass now. Have no way to make use of Cloud's Limit Break because we have the Berserk status. Alright, so it's good to know the beta actually can do some good damage here. I was worried that this guy absorbed fire. It seems to only nullify water-based stuff. And with our increased speed due to haste and our defenses, we should be able to just keep piling on spells here. That said, we are going to start running out of MP very soon, so... Dude, I need that. It's great that you have all these turns, but can you fucking hurry up with them? Your animations are not that impressive, like mine, to account for how long it takes for you to do anything. That's it. Some of the Choco Moogle, I guess. Alright, our barriers are about to go down. They're like, we need to spin the camera and show that fire like that. There was no faster way to do that at all. Incoming. Bonk. Such suspense. Bear's limit break's ready. That's good. This guy's got to be close. We've thrown some pretty strong stuff at him. I think what I don't like about this fire thing is it doesn't even know where the camera wants to be for its attacks. It's just like, I don't know, look at a wall. Hey, there we go. That's all she wrote. I really should have taken that Fury Ring off. A level 3 limit break would have clapped this guy's ass. Alright, upgrade to healing, and Red 13 hits 28. Ceremonial Staff. We're good. Thank you, Cloud. If not for you and your friends, I fear we would have not survived. And you, Nanaki, how strong you have become. You think so? Now I know that it was no mistake bringing you here. The thing I wish to show you is just ahead. Gravity materia. Nice. This is... where the Watcher fought off the invading Gi. He kept them from taking even one step inside Cosmo Canyon. But at the cost of never returning home himself. Look well, Nanaki. Behold your father, the Watcher, Seto. That's Seto? Seto stood his ground and continued to fight the Gi. He gave his last to protect the Veil. Even after the Gi's poisoned arrows transformed his body to stone. Even after the enemy had turned tail and fled, Seto remained to stand watch over this place. Even now, he continues to protect us. Even now. He knew how it might look, that he would seem like a coward who fled when he was needed most. All the same, he went alone and gave his life to keep Cosmo Canyon safe. Yes, that is Seto, your father. Seto. Could he really be? But what about my mom? Did she know? Why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to seal this cave. They requested I do it alone, and to speak of it to no one. This cave and the horrors it witnessed would be best forgotten. That is what I was told. Forgive me, Cloud, but could you leave the two of us alone? Nanaki, I wish for you to continue your journey with Cloud and the others. But Gramps! Listen to me, Nanaki. They say they intend to save the planet. A bold proposition. Frankly, I don't believe it can be done. Even if they were to shut down every reactor on the planet, doing so would only postpone its inevitable death. Defeating this Sephiroth would avail them little, I fear, for all things given form must someday yield to dissolution. Yet I've been wondering lately, Nanaki, is there truly nothing we as inhabitants of the planet, as part of this planet, can do to assuage her suffering? No matter the outcome, isn't it important that we at least try? Perhaps I've been too accepting of fate. But what choice do I have? I'm too old to resist it now. I'll be 130 this year. Which is why, Nanaki, you must go in my stead. You must see this struggle through to the end. Gramps. I wanted you to witness your true father before you left this place for good. I'm glad you returned while I was still alive to show you. Come on, Gramps, don't talk like that. I don't want to think of you going away. I've lived plenty long enough. Stop it, Gramps, you gotta keep living. I'll follow this journey to the end. I'll see what becomes of the planet, and then I'll come back home and tell you all about it. Nanaki. Yes, I am Nanaki, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon and son of Seto, Protector of our Vale. Just you watch. I'll come home a true Watcher, worthy of that noble name, so please, Gramps. Those tears. They're Seto's. Seto. Dad. I think it's time we get a move on. So this is goodbye then to Red 13. Guess he's made his choice. Gonna miss having him around though. Actually, let's maybe swap this out like that. Alright. Disperse, my friends. Wait up, I'm coming too. Huh? Cloud, please look after Nanaki. What changed your mind? I think I must have grown up a little. If you ever require my knowledge, please do not hesitate to return. Well, that does it for Cosmo Canyon. Alright, so that means it's time to move on to more important things. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. One. All the twos down there. Let's go. Maybe I should have let you know it was about to come on the bottom right, but whatever. It's time for more things. But before that, there's another fucking Fort Condor battle. Oh my god. I don't know. Alrighty. Here we are. I might as well show you the process. So, let's place an attacker. Let's start. We'll set the speed to low. Now we found the boundary line each time, right? We click, then we click, and then we do it again, and again, and again, and again. And okay, we found like the upper limit of what they're gonna let us do. Then we're gonna hit action. Then we're gonna have them attack. Get these lanes set up, and let's go over here. I actually picked the perfect spot for it. It's very picky. We'll do that and that, and they will start fighting. And I'll just go ahead and hit attack on you. Not to worry, just keep up the good work. This is kind of overdoing it in terms of how many guys I need, but I just need everything dead, so I'm just like, whatever. And when everything's done, they refund me most of my money anyway. And there we go. That is the method. I try to overdo it because I'm like, I just don't want to spend that much time here. I also make the speed low so I can quickly do everything that I need. Anyway, please sure check out from time to time. We ended up with 12 units, 2,400 back, and here's what you might need. 5 high potions. Once again, shitty reward. Not very good compared to that one time they gave me a mega elixir, which actually felt good. But alas. Alright, well, with that done, let me head back across 2 continents yet again to the Cosmo Canyon region, because this shit is inconvenient as hell. I hate Shinra. I hate Shinra because they're the reason this is happening. Alright, we've made it back. Cosmo Canyon's like over there. So we're gonna head out. See what we can find. I can see some seafoam like river stuff over there, so it looks like we can cross over from that point. That's a giant robot. That's a giant robot. And nothing a shit ton of attacks won't fix. There we go. Ooh, cool mountains. Ah, here we are. Home sweet home. It's Nibelheim. What the? Shouldn't this all be burnt down? Oh yeah, that is true. This is actually pristine. Should. Then how? Even my house is still here. Isn't something a little off? I didn't make anything up. I remember it all. The roaring of the flames. What the hell's going on here? Funny dog noise. Well, let's check around. Okay, no frills. They're just like, hey, would you like to buy some? Not even a hi, how you doing? Well, we're properly stocked. Nice town we got here, huh? We've been running this store for ages. You're lying. You have some kind of history with the town? Yeah, I was born and raised here. Stayed here till I was 14. I don't remember seeing you around. Now who's lying? Okay, good conversation, guys. A man in a black cloak. He's got a 12 tattooed on him. Something in his hand. Can you hear it? The voice of Sephiroth. Okay, well. I'm just glad he had an elixir in his hand. That's crazy. Oh, this is the inn. Yeah, let's see. Another cloaked guy. It's kind of hard to see him, but he's there. Got a 6 tattooed on him. Luck up. Ugh. Reunion. Must go. Okay, so we definitely found where a lot of them are hanging out now. Can I help you? Help me wrap my head around this. I lived in this house till I was 14. More importantly, why isn't this whole village a pile of ash? What a ridiculous thing to say. Get out of here and don't come back. Okay, well, great. You know? I guess it is a little insane to go up and say that, but also this situation's insane. Have to get it. Bring to Sephiroth. Only then become one with, Sephiroth. This guy's got a number 5. Oh, there's another one back there near the kitchen. He's got an 11. And a turbo ether. Well, let's check Tifa's old place here. Got another guy. A 4. Platinum Fist. Where are you, Master Sephiroth? Well, Tifa's house, get a Tifa weapon. Platinum Fist. It's got double rate, better damage. No links, though, so... Our Magnify is just burning a hole in our pocket from here, so I'll just put another healing and a death blow. Any other links with us that we could use? I guess here, yeah. Yeah, put the Magnify there. Magnify Lightning and that. Keep cover. Death blow we can drop for the healing, because the healing's more important to get built up. Alright, getting a little stuck. There we go. Let's check over here. Anything you got going on at all? No? No? Nothing over there. You got the piano. I'm sure I played this piano back then. How did it not get burned to a crisp? I'll play a little. Why not? I think I remember. Let's see. Heard that melody before. Not sure how I managed to play it so well. Okay, that's neat. Apparently, I think if you do it a random amount of times, you will get 1 gil out of it. But that's about it. I don't feel like we need to spam it a bunch. Let's see. Anything else to check out in here? Nah, I think we're good. We got the most important thing, which is an additional weapon. And a little bit of fun piano play. Oh, great, more of them. Luck up. Reunion. Union. Yeah, really just not liking the vibes here. Alright, let's get out. Where's the exit? Was it one of those where I was like on the exit, but I like was 1 pixel off? Yes, it was. Master Sephiroth, he is near. Inside the manor, Master Sephiroth. He's calling. Sephiroth is calling. It sounds like we're finally gonna, you know, hang out with him. Well, here we are. Shinra Manor. If I remember correctly, this is an optional thing to do. That said, let's see what we can do. Hojo's letter. I must eliminate all those who stand in the way of my research. That man from the Turks is no exception. I've made biological alterations to his body and put him to sleep in the basement. If you're interested, you can try and find him. Of course, this is nothing more than a game I've concocted to amuse myself. You've no obligation to participate. It looks like there's another page. Might as well read it. Turn the safe's dial quickly and precisely. You only have 20 seconds. Move the dial even a little too far and you'll fail. Clues for the 4 numbers are as follows. The top of the chest filled with the most oxygen. Of course, every single hint here is, every single hint here is kind of a pain in the ass. There's more important stuff to do. Alright, thankfully I do have the answer to our safe problem. And we did see this safe earlier when we were playing. When we were playing through the flashback. Ah! What manner of evil is in here? Leave me alone. Oh no, they're cursing us. Oh no, they're muting us. That sucks. Dorky breath. Ew. Oh my god, you're so gross and unpopular. We're all gonna talk behind your back, you dorks. Hold on, I think I saw her gain something. I was only kind of like half looking though. Ah yes, level 2 limit break. This will reset it, but stronger. It's a single target, water kick. You should have gotten that forever ago, but I've mostly focused on hitting things with Cloud, so he's been getting most of our good stuff. Magic up. Yeah, we got some more treasure in here. Oh no, big swinging blade that just wants to brutally kill us. Great. We love that. Oh, lightning just doesn't mean shit. Well, I'm glad we're spamming that instead of something that can actually deal damage. It did about as much as... Oh my god, it did about as much as Aerith just swinging a stick. I guess Aqua would work. I'm just saying it because I'm using it. Okay, this thing's still going. Alright, what a pain in the ass. Barrage Blaster. I assume that is a weapon for Barret. Blasters? Yep. Power unaffected by Row. So we'll know about more of it later whenever we have Barret online. Here's the safe. Let me go see if I can figure out the combination for it. Because, you know, we don't necessarily have to play by the game's rules of finding every single hint. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Alright. So, I believe I'm ready. I got a bad feeling about this. Let's open it anyway. Oh, shit. We have to do it now? Oh, no. Alright, so... There we go. Then we gotta go... It's to be about 10... Then I've got to do, damn it, go to valid. Okay, so I gotta do it really fast. All right, let's go again. All right, so we need to get to 36. Then we gotta do 10. Then we gotta go fucking 59. We gotta do 97. Code invalid. Ah, damn it. I ain't even looking at this thing. It's right, left, right, right. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, so right 36. Left 10. Right 59. Then right 97. Oh, that's not it. Did they change it based on, Huh. Maybe it's because if I go past it, it breaks. Let's try it without, like, making the mistake. Let's try it again. 2, 3. There we go. Then let's get that to 10. Let's get this to 59. And it's over. I fucked it up again. All right, now listen to me. Now I know this looks bad. It's not my fault. I mean, it is, but it's not my fault. There we go. I am just not allowed to go past it before clicking. And it's very sensitive D-pad. Code valid. Oh, God! But I need but, oh. Ew! I don't like this guy. Okay. Alright, we got Mighty Guard coming in. Let's start slinging some big shit at him. Alright, haste and our berries are active. Hit him with some of the good stuff. Alright, not bad. Hit him up with a Titan, I guess. And a Shiva. Let's see, anything worth stealing on this guy? Looking at nothing. Doesn't look like it. So original translation, this thing's called the Lost Number. Yeah, I definitely don't need to heal in that way yet. Ah, nice. Our added effect, poison, has actually poisoned this guy. Nice. We're simply the best to ever do it, I think. Hey, yeah, let's reapply that shit. You can't beat us, we came prepared. Okay, we cannot reapply Mighty Guard if it's, if we already used it. Alright, good to know. Stop trying to poison her. You dick. Hey, we got it. Take that, optional fucker. 2,000, nice. Picked up Cosmo Memory. Obtain the basement key. And Odin, nice. New summon, who dis? Ifrit or Titan. I guess I'll keep them, but what else do I want at this point? I can drop cover for now. This guy seems quite good. Definitely bulked up our power a little bit too. Alright, so now that we got the key and we got all that, looks like we can actually get into the basement now. Hojo just leaving and a frankly horribly large monstrosity in a small safe like that is a practical joke really highlights how much I fucking hate that guy. It's not that I don't want to fight you, it's that I just don't want to fight you. She's like, I'm good, man. Let's see. Ah, there we go. There's a door right here. Silver megaphone. Nice. That's great, guys. I really care. Get me out of here as soon as possible. I tried to speed it up because I desperately am not interested. I do not care. Dude, I do not care. You are fucking killing me. You know what? I'll see you when we find wherever the right route is here. Because if I have to deal with this many battles and commentating over them, I'll kill myself. So we can't do it. Let's see you in a sec. Alright, for some reason my guide said do the southeastern door on the first floor to get over here. It's obviously not that. It's upstairs. I knew it felt wrong in my heart that that's where they wanted me to go. But I'm like, when would a text guide that I use as an aid when I'm making these videos, when would it steer me wrong? And then it steered me wrong, and now I'm sad. I thought we had like this trust between me and the words that they wrote, but I guess it's too hard. It's all right. It gave me the correct safe code, so I didn't have to engage my brain power at all there. So I'll say that. Oh, that helps at least. Back in here. God. Can't even enjoy the ambiance of the location unless I'm standing up straight. They're like, let's bust out the FF7 battle theme. And I'm gonna be honest, not the best we've ever had. Just saying. Some people be like, that's sacrilege. I'm just saying. I think it's because it's just there's been enough battles in this session that I wasn't into it. You know what? Okay, let's explain it. I have had to go back to do Fort Condor in this all afternoon session of playing that I've been doing so many times that it's making me repelled by just normal battle themes because it's just I'm associating with that. It's fine. We'll probably just do another session later on. We'll end off with this one. Then everything will be okay. Oh, here's the coffin. Anything going on? Coffin? There we go. Who dares disturb my slumber? Well? Hello? I don't know you. Please leave. Seems like you're having a pretty bad nightmare. Must have been one awful dream. It is this long slumber racked with nightmares by which I seek to atone. What are you talking about? I've nothing to say to strangers like you. Leave this place now. This manner leads to nothing but nightmares. You can say that again. What do you know of it? It's like you said. The mansion was the beginning of a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. Something real. Something terrible. The secret Sephiroth uncovered here, they drove him to madness. Sephiroth. You know Sephiroth? You must tell me everything. And that's about it. So just to be clear, 5 years ago, Sephiroth discovered the secret of his birth, of his creation through the Genova Project. After that, he went missing, but just recently resurfaced. He's searching for the Promised Land and has already taken numerous lives in the process. Right. Now it's your turn. I'm sorry, but I cannot. What a letdown. Your tales only increased my burden. It seems I have one more sin to atone for. New nightmares no doubt await. I will abide them. Now please leave. Oh, that's a bit of a rip. Come on, man, you keep making me flip it. Who exactly are you? We could get a name at least. I used to work for Shinra Manufacturing. I was a member of the auditing department and the general affairs division. This is Vincent. Vincent of the Turks. That was me. A Turk? Ex-Turk. I have no connection to Shinra now. And you are? Cloud, ex-soldier. So you work for Shinra too, and perhaps you know Lucretia. Who? Lucrezia. Why'd you say it in two different pronunciations? I flubbed it. It was she who gave birth to Sephiroth. Gave birth? I thought Genova was Sephiroth's mother. That's true too, in a manner of speaking. But the one who bore him was a beautiful woman. Her name was Lucrezia. She served as an assistant to Professor Gast, the lead researcher on the Genova project. Lucrezia. How beautiful she was. What are you saying? That they made her into some kind of guinea pig? I couldn't make them stop the experiment. Couldn't persuade her not to go through with it. That was my sin. Let the woman I loved, the woman I revered, suffer a terrible fate. And now you're sleeping to atone for it? That's kind of odd. You gotta stop doing that. Just let me sleep. Okay. Oh, here's the library. Sephiroth. Nostalgic. Being here again. By the way, you are going to join the reunion, are you not? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What reunion? Genova's reunion. She will once again become whole and retake her place as the cataclysm from the stars. Genova, a cataclysm from the stars? You mean all this time she wasn't an ancient? I see. It seems you aren't qualified to join us after all. But should you have an awakening, then you would do well to follow. I will head north from here, beyond Mount Nibel. The reunion, a cataclysm from the stars? Ow! That's just rude. Okay, that had a lot of aura, I guess. Subversion materia. Gives you subversion magic. Breach, dispel, and death. Okay, basically being able to, like, break through barriers and reflects and whatnot. Pretty useful. Alright, well. At least we know where we're going next. Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, we're gonna run. Sorry, I've had enough fighting in this dinky mansion for one day. Wait. Cool jump. If I go with you, will I be able to meet Hojo? Couldn't tell ya, but we're chasing after him and Sephiroth, so sooner or later. Lucrezia. That settles it then. I'm going with you. Huh? You're coming with us? I'm sure I can be of assistance. I am an ex-Turk, after all. Alright, fine by me. And into the fold he goes. Level 31. Okay, so we're somewhat kind of on pace of what they generally expect at this point. Cool. This game, we always get so close to the end of a room and then they're like, I'm like, shut up, dude. Give it a rest. Alright, here we go. But feels good. There's only one other party member left in the game, and this is the second of the two optional party members, Yuffie being the first and Vincent being the second. They give you quite a few different people to really work with, which I do appreciate. A nice bit of variety here. Let you basically have 3 squads, given that we have the 3 party member limit. Can we leave? Please fucking God. Oh, I want out, dude. Honestly, having random battles in more modern games is not as much of an issue to me when I think about it. Because the old PS1 games, there was so much lead up to the battle starting. It's way more of a pain in the ass to do it. But these more modern ones, like the new HD 2D Final Fantasy game that's going to come out, Final Fantasy, I think it's Resonance. Like, I have no problem with them doing random battles there, because I'm sure there'll be ways to tone them down, and also that's the general pace they're going for versus fighting things in the field with symbol encounters. But I know it's not going to take like 8 years for it to start. Like shout out to Final Fantasy IX on PS1, where it's just like, wait for in-game days before you've done one battle, or whatever. There's always that lead up that takes so much longer, that just takes you out of it. Well, north out of Nibelheim. Next area to go to would be Mount Nebel. Well, this seems like a good place to end my session and this episode for today. We got a lot done. We did more Fort Condor, which you know how much I love that. Honestly, I'm kind of looking here. When's the next time I got to do a Fort Condor battle? It's a little bit from now, but you know, at the very least, we can get through a dungeon before they're gonna make me do it again. So, this is where we will leave it. We got ourselves some cool boss fights done. We got Odin. We got Vincent. We got so many things going on. But most importantly, the episode's ending, which means I can go make some sort of a sandwich. So, thank you so much for watching Final Fantasy VII. Hope people have been enjoying the series. I have been enjoying making it, and I will see you guys next time for even more. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, well, hit the button that says you liked it. Maybe drop a comment, perhaps subscribe if you haven't. New videos coming out every other day, except when I forget for an extended period because I have to remake the credits like now. You can join the Patreon, by the way. Patreon.com/KZExcellent. If you pledge, your name gets to be in the credits of every single one of these videos. And if you pledge 25 bucks or more, you get a special shout out like these people right now. Special shout outs go to Hero567890, David Gleberman, USDSD, Juicefrost, Chris C, and WTF Spider-Man. Alright, let's get out of here.